up. If not, we're entertaining, right? Chris and I have this experience of making the best out of really bad situations.
We sure do. Just watch. It's going to be great.
Silence.
Yeah, it was kind of like that last time. Okay. Let's jump out of the mud.
Yes, absolutely. So, voice acting, we do that. And I think it'd be really fun if we kind of listed some of the things that we're most known for. Mr. Cason, why don't you start?
Okay. Now I will.
The baby was like, yeah, do it! Tell him! Is that what a baby
Baby's
sounds
first
like?
word was?
Anime.
I heard it. That was crazy. It sounded like mama. Let's see. So, some voice, some characters I was in. Let's see. I played Mega Man in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I was Gluttony in Full Metal Alchemist. I was Popo and Tien in Dragon Ball Z and Kai and all kinds of stuff. And I was, let's see, Hanai in School Rumble. And I was Holy Roman Empire and Fatality. I was Space McShooty in Borderlands 2. I was all kinds of stuff. Thank you, Mike.
And that's it. I cannot do it as fast as Cason, so I'm not going to try, but good on you, man.
Wait, oh, you got a second applause break.
Exactly.
I love it.
Some of the roles that I'm known for that I've played are Kasumi in Dead or Alive 5, Lychee Fei Ling in the Blaze Blue franchise, Kyoko Sakura in Madoka Magica, let's see, Yan Leisha in Soul Calibur 5, Leia in Tales of Exilia 1 and Tales of Exilia 2, Little Queen in Tales of Graces, and Annie Leonhardt in Attack on Titan. That was a good show. And Squiggly. And Squiggly.
It's good to be out.
Yeah. I was going to say it was Dad Annie.
Dad Annie.
Dad Annie.
Dad Annie.
Yeah.
That'll come out.
Tomorrow. Bottom.
Not that again.
No, Chris. No, Chris.
I have half family's
The
pocket.
sun, have you seen the show? The sun will not come out.
Have I seen it? I was totally bits on that. So yeah, I was running from time in the show. Look at that. Yeah, that's right. Please remain seated. I know
love
it's
this
wine. Yeah.
I don't.
Oh!
Not a good idea.
I didn't realize the lights were out. Thanks for the warning. Okay, Danielle, who are you?
Hi, I'm Danielle. I'm an voice actor. Some of them I've been in. Some of them I've been in. Karma and League of Legends. Yeah. I love you too. I'm Nagara in World of Warcraft Cataclysm. Painful Skullgirl. I'm in a little game called Atelier, Exca, and Laji. I'm Drea in that. Sword Art, Planet Side 2, and just keeps growing.
Grow it.
Hi guys, how are you guys? I recognize a few of you from my voice acting in college panel. Thanks for coming. So my name is Britney Lauda. I am a voice actress for Niram in Queen's League Rebellion. I'm Laser in S2 Games' new MOBA game Strife. I play Jesus Christ in Prince Adventures. And I'm also thank you, Jesus. You're welcome. I'm also the voice of 5 different My Little Pony characters in Hasbro Action games, as well as Cody Burns in the Transformers Rescue Bots Action game. And that's my brief about me. Thank you.
Thank you, Anita. So usually how these crazy panels work is that you provide the cues and we provide the A's. Make them fun. Make them laugh. Make them laugh. Oh, obviously it can be about voice acting because it's, it's voice acting roundtable.
Serious business.
So, but yes, so questions. Let's start. Sir, in the front.
When you were younger, what were your inspirations? How I guess, did that tie into...
I'm saying you start.
I know. That's called passing the buck. Let's see, inspirations? Let's see.
Or heroes.
My heroes? Well, apart from
Is it
Batman.
Batman?
It sure is. Batman makes everything all right. And I think Ben Affleck will actually be good. Anyway, let's see. I think you will be.
Yes.
All right. No further questions. Okay. Influences, well, I mean, just acting in general. I always wanted to act, and I did, and people I liked were... I don't know, as a kid, I watched, cartoons and anime and movies, so I don't know. I tell you what though, I do like actors who can disappear into a role where they never look and sound the same in each movie. I love that quality about actors, as opposed to the ones who are just like, here's my name, it's me doing this, now it's me doing this. I like ones.
Jason Statham.
Oh, yeah. That's Johnny One Note. Anyway, I like actors who are like chameleons. So those are my favorite ones.
I agree. Like Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep is amazing.
Like Meryl Streep. She was my biggest inspiration. I've been
There
working
you
with
go.
that. Oh, man, she's
I think, Cason, can you tell the story that you told the other day at the video game? The one about the very vague story about how you got your first role? Or how you started?
How I started?
Yes.
Oh, well, actually, that would be killing two birds with one stone. I bet that would be asked anyway.
Yes.
So,
There you go.
okay, the how I started, let's see. In 1998, the Old West, a friend of mine, I was living in Dallas, a friend of mine living in Dallas too, he said, hey, they're making cartoons out in the middle of nowhere, you should go and do it. I did, it was fun. I said, okay. I drove to the middle of nowhere. There was a bank building, and I walked into one room with the ugly lights on, like today, in a gray office building, a man with a scary beard handed me a notebook with funny pictures in it. I looked at all the funny pictures, and I made voices depending on what they looked like. And I did the thing, and I turned around and I left, and I thought, what a dump, this will never work. 2 weeks later, you got a part, the show you got is Dragon Ball Z, and you're Mr. Popo Chen Shinhan, and I went, gobbledygook, I didn't know what that meant. And then that's how I started. Well, the short answer is, I was living in Dallas as an actor, and Funimation was built in my backyard, and I went to there. Scene.
My favorite part of that is that I was really intrigued by his story, and I'm like, where is he going to go with this? Like, this is a really interesting story. Is it going to turn out to be the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
And then it was a murder.
And then he goes, and then that show was Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, what?
So I'm going to call that backyard the magical backyard.
There you go.
Yeah, that's my
The magical
high school
playground.
nickname, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, like Chris, I was always interested in acting as a little kid, and as for Kira's, which was your actual question, you know, I don't know. I always looked up to a lot of actors and actresses growing up, but the same. Any actor that can just get into the role and just disappear and you forget that they are actually who they really are, whatever, it's very inspiring. But like you guys, those of you who are aspiring, voice actors, I'm sure you look up to people like Rob and Maurice and Richard and oh, they're not here. Richard and Ricky and Jennifer Hale and many different people. Jim Cummings, who was very sweet and he was here last year. So yeah, a lot of inspiring people. But how I got into it was I started acting around like age 5, and I did a lot of stage productions growing up until I got to college, and then I took a voice and diction class, which was being taught by my friend Peggy O'Neill. She's been in Wolf's Raid, Scrap Princess, Digimon, all that fun stuff. And she said, hey, you should try this. And I said, hey, okay. And I ended up meeting Tony Oliver, and I ended up being put on an auditioning list. And if you don't know who Tony Oliver is, get out. Who knows who Tony Oliver is? Just one? Oh my God, really? You guys know Robotech, right? Okay, well he's Rick Hunter in Robotech. You are, oh my God, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Anyway, but anyway, so put an auditioning list, and then a couple months later I was cast in Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha. And it's been one thing after another, and then most recently was the Attack on Titan thing, and then, you know, that little teeny show. And then the most recent video game was Drakengard 3, and I played 1 in that. So that's a really cool game, and I screamed my guts out for you.
She gives.
I give, and I give, and I give. That's my story, Danielle.
That's dedication.
That's right.
Well, my inspiration was here, and she just left. Jennifer Hale.
Ouch.
I've looked. It's okay. I talked to her earlier.
The building?
She left the. Yeah. Oh yeah. So the reason why I loved her.
Jennifer Hale has left the building.
Yes, she has.
Like Elvis, yeah.
Exactly. You got it.
So I followed her career since the first Metal Gear game as Naomi Hunter, and I was like, who is this lady? And I also love Dave Hayter. They are the ones who really got me into voice.
David Hayter.
That Hayter.
I know.
That Hayter. But how I got in, I was always a fan of voiceover. I loved it ever since when I was growing up, and I thought all these people, these That's right.
That's a gurgle.
Yeah. So I thought these people, these voice actors, I thought they were just random people that went in the garage one day, started recording voices. I called it garage recording. That's what I thought was going on. Yeah, they all just get together, party, go in the garage, record, and then that's it. So I grew up and I was tied, but I was tied between voiceover and I also was drawing at the time. I wanted to work for video games as a character designer. So I was a nat trained for a while at school doing character design. I had massive ADD. I still do. I couldn't stay with
It helps.
the art. It does. I couldn't really stick with the art thing. So I went to voiceover with a friend who did a playthrough final in theater. And they were really bubbly. Their personality was very bubbly, very infectious. And they went from that to, say, Raven from Teen Titans. And I thought, you're a magician. How did you do that? It's like, it's acting. So that kind of got me into the whole acting realm. Then I got to voiceover. I took some classes. I also met Tony Oliver. And my first thing that I recorded was League of Legends. Shut up, So, my first thing I recorded was League of Legends, and it just kept spiraling from there.
Woot!
So I got into voiceover after being into acting when I was younger. I always loved to act, and in middle school I took a series of classes that led to a big audition in front of a bunch of casting directors. And I worked on my monologue for months and months, and I was really excited to go there. And before I even got to audition, they told me, like, well, we can't use it for anything because you have glasses and you have braces. So I was like, oh, great. I worked really hard, and now it comes to just looking at me, and you don't even listen to what I have to do. So I did my monologue after that, and I left, and I was very upset. And then I looked into voiceover, and it didn't matter if I had braces, and it didn't matter if I had glasses, and it didn't matter what I looked like. I could be a mess and still record behind my own microphone at my house. So that's what got me into that. And in 10th grade, I got my first paid video game role in a small Newgrounds game called Valkyrian Arc. And from there, I just worked harder and tried to explore my options as a voice actor. And I got my own microphone set up, and I did voiceover all through high school. I just graduated college a year early, and I did it all through college. If you were on my panel, you know my whole spiel about that. My first anime role was Queenslade Rebellion last year, and it was one of the larger roles in the series, and I was really shocked to have been given such a large role when I'd never done anime before. And I've also done a variety of games and such, and in college I was in a series of My Little Pony videos that went viral that led to 3 years later me doing voice matching for Hasbro and their various apps and games. My biggest inspirations when I was younger would probably be anything and everything that I watched on TV. I was really, really into watching the Magic School Bus when I was a kid, and I would definitely, So I would definitely say that growing up and watching these cartoons was a big part of why I want to continue pursuing voiceover today, because I want to be able to be in those cartoons that help create childhoods and help kids learn. And that's one of the wonderful things about being able to do these e-learning apps that I do for Hasbro, because I know like some kid out there is sitting there so happy to be able to be touching Fluttershy and her saying like educational things and teaching them how to read. So I would definitely say like my inspirations were the Magic School Bus, Little Bear, like different things I would watch as a kid religiously.
Captain Planet.
Yeah, Captain Planet, definitely that. And a lot of Pokemon, Totally Spies, which Jennifer Hale was in, and a variety of things like Sailor Moon. Any Sailor Moon? Yeah. So I guess it wasn't really any particular voice actor, actress, or person. It was just the teams behind these shows that helped create my childhood that I was so deeply influenced by.
Oh, Brittany, yay! So hopefully that answers your question.
And that was question number 1, guys.
I know! Oh, Chris, you pick somebody.
Oh. I want you with the red arm and the hand of the smile and the dream. Right there. Yeah. Or no, actually not you. You!
Yes! Oh.
Oh, but you're
hello.
probably next. Or you two can have a grudge match and battle it out. No. No.
What is the meaning of life?
Oh, God.
Oh, I meant you, ma'am. Be excellent to everybody. The meaning of life. Yeah, I guess the meaning of life is money python. Wow, that's.
Never give up and follow your dreams and be passionate.
Or, as Tim Allen would say in Galaxy Quest, never give up, never surrender. I have a boring answer to that. Do you want a boring answer?
Yes.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Who knows what that means? Wow. It means treat others as you would like to be treated. If you want to be treated crappy, then treat people crappy. If you want to be treated in a nice way, treat other people nicely. It's very simple. Don't troll.
Thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Even though apparently I troll people all the time, apparently, when I walk by cosplayers of my characters and I'll be like, nice cosplay! And they'll be like, cool! And then my friend will say, you are so trolling them because they have no idea. I'm just like, that doesn't count as trolling. Trolling is negative. Absolutely, it's a compliment.
Ditto.
That's true, Danielle.
I know, come on, Danielle. Be creative, darn it.
Okay, well. Life's a bunch of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get.
He already gave his.
Yeah, he
I
did.
gave 2 or 3 and
As Abraham Lincoln said, party on, dudes!
Station.
So, are we having the
Yes, the lady that was going to get into
Yes.
a brawl.
And
Yes.
a dream.
smile?
Smile in a dream. Huh? Oh, cool. I don't have my glasses on, so.
You've probably heard this question multiple times, but what's each of your kind of guilty pleasure when you're not voice acting?
Like hobbies?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That also counts as guilty pleasure.
I mean, like, an incredible amount of ice cream? Like, where are we going? Because that definitely would be there. Let's see. Laura? Your turn.
Okay. Well, hobbies. I am a huge fitness nerd. Fitness is a big part of my life. Why? Why are people giggling? Oh, well, that's my strength. That's how much I go to the gym. I can knock a cord off the table. No, really, fitness is a huge part of my life. I love it. It's fantastic. It makes you feel awesome. I'm a freelance photographer. I am a huge movie buff as well. Huge movie buff. Love movies. Cason and I are huge horror nerds. Every time I say horror, I worry that it's going to come off as horror. Horror. So everybody's pointed that out because I don't really over-enunciate the words. So yes, we are huge horror nuts.
I like horror movies.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, definitely huge movie buff. So anytime I can get to watch a movie that I actually really want to review for myself. Most of the time what I will do is I will wait till everybody stops talking about the movie and then I'll go watch it because I don't want my expectations to be high. Like, what was the movie that I just saw recently? Oh God, it was in my brain a second ago. Nope, it's gone. But either way, yeah, so huge movie buff, freelance photographer, fitness is definitely my number one hobby. But as for guilty pleasure, anime, that's a guilty pleasure. Gosh, I don't know. Huh? Troll 2, as in the movie Troll 2? I didn't even see the first Troll.
All of those unanswered questions from Troll. Finally, we got him in Troll 2. I was so happy to see that. No,
Is that sarcasm?
It certainly is. But I know the movie you're talking about. I've seen it. I will see the worst. I'm there, front row. I love terrible movies like Troll 2, or Ghoulies, or
Sharknado.
Chud, or any of that. Sharknado 2 coming out soon. Very excited.
My God.
So, yeah. Toxic Avenger, Toxie, yeah. Trauma, it's good.
Toxic Avenger, I love Toxic.
Um,
So cheesy and lovely.
Hobbies, guilty pleasures?
People?
Oh.
Troll 2.
Ninja games. Troll 2.
Bueller?
Hot.
Yeah. All right, let's calm down. I know, it's an awesome movie, but let's calm down.
David was like, hurry up.
So I know. So I love video games. I've been playing video games since I was 8 years old, thanks to my dad. And I've been addicted ever since. I'm a hardcore video game junkie.
It's true, she is. I'll just walk into her apartment and she'll be like, I gotta play the video.
I'm not going outside today.
I can't go outside. It's crazy.
I write some video game reviews, so I play a decent amount of video games. I also play a lot of League of Legends with my friends back home. And I have the cutest Shiba Inu puppy in the world, and so she's adorable. And her name's Raven, and she's 8 months, and I like to walk her a lot and give her lots of belly rubs and play fetch with her outside because she's adorable.
Aww.
And other guilty pleasures, I like to cook, I like to bake, and unfortunately eat it too.
A guilty pleasure for me, I thought of one. I have a horrible, and I mean, yes, horrible sweet tooth. Like, froyo is my drug. Like, just shoot me up with some froyo and I'm good. So I also gotta stay away from that.
You know, it occurred to me that you can't hear the word belly rubs without smiling.
Aww.
I hear belly rub like, belly rub.
It's pleasant. Who doesn't like a good belly rub?
Well, that's a guilty pleasure.
There you go.
Cheers, everyone.
Yes, cheers. Danielle, you pick somebody.